We are in for some rain today. There is a chill in the air and the sweaters have made their way back into our closets. I am headed out to the garden to grab the last of the basil for the season. A last-minute change to the cleaning I had planned to start the day with. It's now a top priority, as I can't risk the basil getting ruined from the cold. I have a ton still growing, and I will be making pesto from it. It's a simple plant to harvest, and it is one of my very favorite herbs to grow. Today the home feels quiet. With the rain clouds overhead, the house is dim and needs some brightening up. A candle while cooking creates the most beautiful soft glow in the kitchen while working. Making pesto is simple. It consists of basil, olive oil, nuts, a bit of cheese, some salt, and I like to add a squeeze of lemon to mine. Homemade pesto freezes well, and it's great to have on hand for soups or salmon, and of course pasta dishes. These will taste great in the middle of winter when there are no fresh herbs to speak of. Today's large batch will be for the freezer. You could find my link for homemade pesto below. It's officially time to take down Halloween and get into the spirit of Thanksgiving. I have had most of these decorations since my daughter was very small, and putting them up each year feels as much like a tradition as the sentimental ornaments on our Christmas tree. The truth is, they aren't my favorite to put up, but she gets so excited when I bring the box out that it's worth keeping them. Each season that comes, there seems to be a need to reset the home, to get everything back in order. As the year goes on, new clutter builds, whether that be on the homeschool shelves or the decor that is overdue for taking down, and there will always be new dust to wipe away. Taking care of these things regularly are truly the things that keep a home maintained. As you might already know, I tend to like making our own natural cleaners. This all-purpose cleaner I am making is great for dusting, and I will link the recipe for you below. It's so simple to make, and it's completely non-toxic. one thing about a reset is having a nice scent in the house while I clean. I'm going to make a simple stovetop potpourri that will fill the air with a nice clean smell. Lemon, rosemary, and a couple of drops of pine essential oil. A perfect clean scent for today's reset. I love days like this, when I can take my time to go through the house and just sort it all out. Resetting a home really just means putting things right. At the end of it, I always feel satisfied with my day. To put things back in order honestly feels like therapy in its own way. After that decluttering, I noticed that all the surfaces in this main room need a good wipe down, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around and just wipe everything down. This is our homeschool shelf. It houses everything from art supplies to our daily books, and it also has a built-in desk. This piece is another one that I received that was my grandmother's. She used to sit at the little desk and pay her bills. As I stack the books back on the shelf, I found this book here, and I just want to quickly mention it because it's a great book if you have children. It's great for teaching them manners and etiquette and opening up that discussion with them. And it's written by Jennifer L. Scott of the Daily Connoisseur. So it's called Connoisseur Kids, and it was a book that I bought a few years ago when it first came out, and it's just been one that me and my daughter enjoy going back to, even with her being an older teenager. Manners seem to be so rare these days in different instances, and so I thought it was a book worth sharing here with you. I'll link it down in the description box below if you are interested. The sun popped out, so I'm going to pop back outside to grab a few zinnias from my garden to finish off this reset, because I'm so fortunate to have just a few zinnias still growing that I'm able to make a fresh bouquet for the living room. For dinner tonight, I'm making a cozy chicken pot pie, a dish that is perfect for the cold weather outside. I'm going to get a chicken breast going with a few cups of water, some sea salt, and some cracked black pepper. I'm going to let that simmer on the stovetop while I chop up our veggies. I have a little bit of celery here left over, some onions, a carrot, and I am going to add a few potatoes to this. Now, I don't have a chicken pot pie recipe on the blog just yet, but I do have a skillet chicken pot pie that uses biscuits instead of pie crust, and tonight I'm using pie crust for mine. So you can use that recipe if you'd like and just swap out the biscuits for pie crust if you'd like, and I'll link that in the description box below. The filling for this comes together pretty fast. I am going to saute the carrots, the celery, and the onions together with a little bit of sea salt and cracked black pepper in some olive oil. And then I'm going to chop up these potatoes that I did drop into the chicken pot that I didn't show. I actually just realized I didn't show that, but I did drop those in just to kind of soften them. I didn't cook them all the way, but I softened them so that way they cook quicker inside the pie. And I'm going to get those chopped up, thrown inside so that I can blend everything together and make a skillet gravy. And then once the gravy's done, I'll shred up the chicken, put that in, and then it's ready to go inside the pie crust. I think it's really important to use the juices that the chicken cooked in for your gravy. It adds more flavor. Of course, I floured all the vegetables as you've seen there. Stir it around, give it a little bit more salt if it needs it, allow the gravy to thicken, and then I'm going to add back the chicken. So as you can see, this comes together pretty quickly. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed your time here. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you on the next video.